Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Dare Show podcast, where I want to dare you to look at things through a different point of view, my point of view. My name is Derek. I'm, of course, the host of this show, this podcast, I'm sorry. But I wanted to start off a little differently with a little review of Buttah Skin, the skin care line by Dorian Renard. Now, I wanted to take better care of my skin, which I had been using Vaseline with a little cocoa butter in it. I just been putting that on. Also, I've been wearing glasses since I'm 26, so I've been wearing glasses since I was very, very young. I think I don't really know. Actually, I want to say before 1, or at least before 2, or around 2, or something like that. Oh, yes. Oh, no, wait. No. I think there's pictures of me without glasses, and I was like a kid. So probably 5, 6. I've been wearing glasses, so about over 20 years. And so I have a little dark spots, and I wanted to clear my skin, make it an even tone. So I was doing some research, and I realized, okay, I need a toner. I wanted to get a moisturizer. I wanted my skin to be moisturized. I'm always watching Wendy, and she's always I'm a moisturizer skin. So I'm okay, I need to do that. Also, I need to get vitamin C, a vitamin C serum. So I'm oh, okay. And I looked online. I cut the air off. I cut the fan off, and it's hot. I had a vitamin C. I wanted to get a vitamin C, so I looked online. I kept seeing Dorian Renard. I remember him from some BET show. So I'm okay, let me support this Black-owned business and see what's really going on. The reviews are pretty good. I love the packaging. So what I got from them was a cleanser, a toner, vitamin C, rose water toner is what it's called, vitamin C, and then a moisturizer. And I got the Cocoa Shea Revitalizing Cream. There was another one. You could pick which one you want in the package. The package is $80. Let me give you my review. First of all, the packaging was delicious. It came in this box. I think I threw the box away by now. But then inside of the box, everything came in this little pouch, this velvet pouch. Beautiful. It's portable, small enough to fit everything in. Beautiful packaging. I love the black, the gold, it's orange-ish. Orange and white. Glass. I broke the thingy on the moisturizer. So, first of all, I get it. I use it. I'm excited. Everything feels good. The bottles and stuff. The cleanser, I get. When I first used it, it left a whelp on my face, on my cheek. I was kind of confused. I don't really know if the cleanser does anything, to be honest. Let me smell the cleanser. Okay, and the other thing about this line, the smells. The cleanser smells okay. Nothing crazy. And then we get to the rose water toner, which I'm running out of. Oh God, I'm really running out of toner. I'm down to the last. The toner smells cool. It smells very flowery rose. The toner, I think it's worked. I think I've had this for 2 months now. 2 or 3 months. And I think it's worked. I think the evening of my skin around my nose area from the glasses indentation, I think it's kind of evened out a little bit or come up a little bit. The vitamin C I find now is just I've never used vitamin C before. Don't get this in your eye. For like a month, I didn't get into my eye. And then after a month, I started like, because you're supposed to dab it all around with the syringe. You're supposed to dab it all around your face and then rub it in, like in a circular motion. And somehow every time the last like couple of months, I've been getting it in my eye. Don't get it in your eye. And then the taste, you don't want to taste it. Like sometimes it gets in my mouth. I'm a mess. But the vitamin C serum, I find it leaves my skin kind of sticky feeling. I think that's the terminology I want to use. I have a good amount of vitamin C next. Next, we have the big kabooba. Cocoa Shea Revitalizing Cream. I don't know what it does. I don't know if it's done anything. Actually, when I do put it on, my skin is definitely like glowing. I feel like it's a nice, beautiful brown texture. It definitely does something. But the thing is, it's very oily. Like even now, oh shoot, don't waste out. Even now, I can just drip some oil off into the sink or whatever. And then the smell. The smell is not my favorite. I don't know what's in here that makes it smell like this, but the smell is just like, ooh, wee. I don't like the smell. So I'm excited not to use this anymore. I think the next thing I'm going to use is, I want to try some Fenty Skin. She has the Fat Body Water Cleanser. I definitely want to stick with a toner and I don't really care about a cleanser so much, but I definitely want to stick with a toner and a vitamin C serum and maybe a moisturizing cream. Also, I don't know, manage generous. And then it's like a step. That's why I said it in order. But the thing is, the toner wasn't in the order, so I wasn't sure. Maybe I was like messing something up, but I think I've done it well. Okay, what would I give this? I would give this like a 7 out of 10. And that's only because I do like the way, like a little glow I have after I put everything on. I don't know if my skin is getting like, I don't think my skin is like really dirty. Or is it dirty? Maybe it is. Yeah, I don't know if this cleanser does anything to my skin. The smell is okay with the cleanser, but definitely the moisturizer. But because I do like the way, and I think it has done a little bit of difference to my skin in a good way, but the smells are just makes it a 7. I can't with this. I can't with the smells. And then it gets off in my mask, and I'm like, I'm rubbing it in enough, but then it's still some of it gets off in my mask. I was like, I have makeup on, but I don't. Okay. That's my review for Buttah Skin. Buttah. Shout out to them. If you would like to try it, you can use the code DARESHOW101. No, I'm kidding. This is not sponsored by Buttah. But this is my first time using a product, a skincare line. Like I said, usually I just like put lotion on, but I'm like, I used to put lotion on my skin, but I'm like, I don't think lotion really does it. I'll just wash my face with like water and, cold water. I think Naomi said cold water, but then somebody else said hot water. I don't know. Naomi Campbell. And then, I'll just put the lotion and then from the lotion I transfer to the like cocoa butter, because I'm like, this is what like my grandmothers and other women in my family use, like one side of my father's side of my family, that's what the women use. I'm like, but again, my skin isn't like crazy bad. Like I still get that I look younger than what my age is, but I just want to take care of it. But I think my thing is definitely like a dietary situation, like sugar, like sugary sugar, like gummy bears and stuff like that really fuck it up. Occasionally chocolate will get into it. Dairy, like ice cream, I try to stick with the non-dairy stuff. dietary is my issue mainly, but I did want to give something else a try. But I'm gonna try Fenty next. Too bad all this skincare is not like $80, but this one was $80, I believe. It might have been 80 or 90 with all four. But yeah, okay, so that's my review. And when I come back, we're going to get into some stuff. Lots of stuff, okay? And I am back. So I wanted to announce I'm a fully vaccinated human being in planet Earth of the coronavirus vaccine. I was very hesitant about getting it, but then, okay, because James, shout out to James. Thank you so much for joining me last week. We're definitely going to do some more, and the name of the show when he's on is going to be Tea and Biscuits. I forgot to mention that. Tea and Biscuits is he came up with the name. I'm just like, okay, we'll just go with it. I had wanted to originally do a joint podcast with him since the beginning, probably like 2 years ago at this point. But we're here now. We're going to make progress, and I'm glad I'm able to even do it on my own. The vaccine, he had told me we had spent a lot of time together at one point, and he was telling me stuff and about the world and the progression of the world and vaccines and stuff like that. And part of him kind of like rubbed off on me. And I was like kind of hesitant. I'm always trying to make the best decision, but you have to make the best decision for yourself in terms of your health. And so I was nervous, but then my mom got it. She's fine. My mom got the vaccine. She's fine. She had like minimum side effects. Excuse me. A couple of my family members got it. They're fine. One even got the Johnson & Johnson, but we didn't talk about that one. I did get the Pfizer, the vaccine. So at work, I do work in a store, and one of my distant coworkers was like, "Did you get the vaccine?" I was like, "No," because I had been trying to figure out if I wanted to do or not. And she's like, "Oh well, somebody else just got the virus," so I was like, "Okay, let me go." I think that was like a Monday or Tuesday, and that Wednesday I called. They set up the appointment for like a Saturday. I didn't think it was going to be so quick. I didn't want to go in. I wanted to go into a hospital. I think my mom told me to ask for a specific venue or a specific place. But I went to like this community center. I just didn't want to do it like in an open environment like that. I felt like maybe more safe in it. Even at my store, they're giving it, and it's like weird. Like y'all are off to the side in this busy ass store giving vaccines. Okay, I wouldn't do it. But went to this community center, got it. The first one, I was very dizzy afterwards. I was dizzy for about like 10 or 15 minutes. I don't remember this, but I said my ankles and wrists were achy. My arm was sore for a couple of days. I had a slight headache later in the day. I was very, very tired. Okay, I wasn't tired. I was just drowsy. I was like, oh Lord, how am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Okay, so then that lasted for like a day. No, that lasted the day. I came because I had that night I took a ibuprofen for the slight headache I had. Fine, I was good. The second one I just got last week, last Saturday. I was very, very nervous because I've been hearing lots of minutia about the second vaccine. The second shot. Oh Lord, I was bracing myself. I was like, okay, should I do this? Should I do that? I wasn't eating. Also, I think before the first one also, I had like tried to cut out a lot of sugar. I love sugar. I love desserts. I love ice cream. I love like brownies. I'm not like a gummy bear person, but occasionally I'll have a taste for that. I tried to cut that out. This last time I tried to eat cleaner, not snacking so much, like some more vegetables. I had some like chicken tacos, and then I had like a salad, just like lettuce and stuff. And I don't know if that made a difference or not, but that second one, okay, my wrist, because I didn't write it down, I forgot. My wrists and my hands. I mean, my hands and my feet and ankles were just like sore mania. It was just like tingling in and out, tingling in and out. And then I did have a headache, and I took something for that. And then I just felt like drowsy for like 2 days. I was drowsy and like out of it for like 2 days. That Saturday and then the Sunday. Monday I was fine. Yesterday I felt a little weird, but it's just like ooh. But we're here now, and this is the progression of the world. I'm not saying you need to go get a vaccine. Do it if you want. Not do it if you, well, do it if you want. If you feel protected, do it. It's very an optional thing. I'm a like, let's follow by the rules. I don't really care. I love the mask idea. I'm going to keep wearing the mask. Even though I'm vaccinated, I'm going to keep wearing it because literally I got sick, probably like, not sick, but I felt off like twice. No, like once last year, maybe twice. Once after I got back from my birthday trip from Houston, but I'm not going to say it was like anything really. It might have just been like, a little something. And then earlier this year, I got a little out of it. Something was wrong. But nothing like crazy. I love the mask. Lots of people aren't wearing masks anymore. I think that's a mandate that has been lifted. But yeah, shout out to the vaccine. Next on my list, I want to talk about. I want to clear up something. Okay, so this past week I've been listening to a lot of SWV. I've been getting into their Release the Tension album. I had already previously listened to the New Beginnings album. I love Coco's voice. I did make a mistake in saying, Taj can't sing. Taj can sing because Lose My Cool, Taj sang on Lose My Cool. I love that song. What other songs? I love Fine Time. I love, the singles from the New Beginnings album. I'm really getting into, Release the Tension. I think Release Tension is one of the songs with Foxy, I think it is, or Little Kim. It might be Foxy. The Redman song on there. Of course, we love Rain. We stand Rain. But yeah, shout out to them. Janet Jackson. I didn't really get to have a chance to get into Janet like I wanted to, but shout out to Janet. I really adore Janet. I really love Janet. One of the things I do want to say is I Get Lonely is such a fantastic visual and audio song. Like the Tina Landon choreography for I Get Lonely really reminds me of like a praise dance. Like you listen to the words of the song and you see how they are dancing it out. It's very much reminiscent of like a praise dance. It's very much connected to the song, and it's such a beautiful experience. I Get Lonely, The Velvet Rope, that whole like transition of Janet from Rhythm Nation, even from Control Rhythm Nation. She was a young woman and she had a message, and then she transferred that through Love Will Never Do with that horrible wig. She transferred that into a grown woman who wanted to explore her sexuality and express her sexuality. And I love that. And then, you can see the depression, or you can kind of see it, because I think there's a clip or a couple of clips of her like just busting out crying at one of the Janet shows on the Janet tour. You can see the depression. She talks about it. She talks about the depression, and that's why she talks about depression and abuse and love and loneliness and things that are so relevant today, timeless topics on The Velvet Rope. And that's why The Velvet Rope is such an amazing album. And then she got divorced, and then she made this incredible pop, fun Let's Dance, Let's Groove, Fuck You album on All For You. And then doesn't really matter. It's such a timeless thing. Janet really is such an amazing artist, an amazing dancer, an amazing singer. She really, like, the dedication and the discipline she puts into making her music and the harmonies, it's all pretty amazing. It's incredible to be somebody who didn't want to do this, and now she's like disciplined. And I can't wait to see what this next album is going to sound like. I feel like Unbreakable is, I think I said this last week, Unbreakable is very reminiscent to me of the topics on Unbreakable were very reminiscent of The Velvet Rope. Like, here's what I'm going through. Here's how I see it. Also, we love the Demita Joe. The mid-tempos on that album is so fantastic. Spending Time With You, Island Life. I love Island Life. I love Like You Don't Love Me. I love that song. I love All Night. And then the 20YO album to me is an incredible album from start to finish. Great. It's a solid R&B album. What would I compare it to? I don't know. It's a solid R&B album, whether you like it or not. I really love it. Like I said, that was one of the first albums I was able to recognize. Oh, that's Janet Jackson. Let me pay attention and listen to what she has to say. And then Discipline. Discipline is a cute, fun album. Every now and then I'll listen to it. You know, I love a feedback. We love feedback. We love curtains. We love love. We love the song Discipline Neo wrote. We love How Long Is It? Tell Me How Long Is the Boo? 7 Inches, Yep, That'll Do. Yeah, Janet's incredible. Shout out to her. Oh, the unreleased songs, like, and that tour, I forgot to, I was the State of the World tour where she just like gave us her all and gave us all the songs we've ever wanted to listen to. 24 Play, the Together Again remix, DJ Premier remix is another favorite of mine. I'm forgetting the name of the song. Skin Game. She performed Skin Game. She performed State of the World. That's another great song off of that album. We love Janet. We really do. What's next? So this week, Gaga. Lady Gaga released, she's on this thing called, with Oprah on Apple TV, called The Me You Don't See, I think it's called. And Stephanie revealed that she was raped. We all knew she was raped. She had, talked about that. But she revealed that she was pregnant, and the producer dropped her off pregnant. Like, yikes, you got pregnant from a rape, and then he drops you off. Like, I don't like talking about this, because it feels like she doesn't really remember, so it just becomes just like statements here and there, and it's like, wait, we kind of want to hear the story. And the ultimate thing I'm trying to say is she's not revealing the name of the producer. And I'm like, okay, you've over the years revealed little by little by little, but you don't want to reveal the name of the producer because you don't want to, quote, deal with him or see him again. And it's like, well, who was he? I'm probably, if I looked online, they will have some interesting thoughts. But yeah, I'm just like, at this point, I feel like maybe you do need to just release it. But if it's not like really holding her back or doing any like damage continuously to her, then I guess you don't have to. But she does talk about her current pain and her current trauma, and how when she feels pain is very reminiscent of that time when she was raped. and like abandoned, or quote unquote abandoned. But I'm just like, where was her parents during this time? Like, what is going on? Where are your parents, Stephanie? Because you're so close to them now, but then you seem like you were kind of close, but you weren't that close where you couldn't tell them certain things. It's just a mess. Chingy. Did you guys hear about Chingy? So I follow cute ass Chingy on on Instagram. And Chingy, they're called, Chingy lost a case with his manager. And no. He lost a case with this quote unquote friend who was a lawyer and a accountant. Now, Chingy says back in the day, he confided in this man to take care of his business, his stuff. And so I'm like, okay, very interesting. So he lost the. He said there were live royalties. I think they're called. Anyways, he lost the case, and this is the story. So he confided in this man to take care of his business. Then in, I think he said 2017, no, 2014, he went to go make like a new single, and he had like this paperwork he had to sign, and the man, his friend, his quote unquote friend, ended up having him sign this paper that this paper saying that you give up all your rights to your music or to your live royalties, and they go to me now. Chingy said he didn't know. So then SoundScan, which is like this, I guess this is where the money goes, and the money from the royalties go to them, and they pay the artist. SoundScan said there was already an account. I think Chingy said somebody told him to go to SoundScan because he hears, artists that have lots of money over there that unclaimed money or whatever, quote unquote, whatever. So Chingy's like, okay, let me go over to SoundScan. So SoundScan says, oh, we already have an account, sir. Wrong. What are you doing? Go away. We already have an account. And he's like, wait, what? So then I guess like some time go by and they're like, oh, wait, we're sorry. We didn't realize we have the wrong person. We didn't realize we're giving the money to the wrong person. Here's your money that we have for you. So the lawyer dude finds out about this and he sues Chingy for a breach of contract for getting this money. And Chingy lost the case. I guess I'm thinking Chingy like sued him, but no, I guess Chingy now has to pay the man money back. So I'm like, y'all pray for Chingy because he might be broke soon. And he was talking about like the judge was kind of being kind of like, I'm not gonna say racist, but he was like, he had his mind set up in a way, or it was already a setup case, because he was like, yeah, we heard these rappers, y'all out here killing each other. I'm like, okay, what does that have to do with me getting my money from this man? And it's like, Chingy, there's no way for you to reverse this contract or sue the man. And he said, and I was thinking, why didn't you bring SoundScan people? And he said he brought the SoundScan people, but the judge wouldn't let them speak. And Chingy's side only had a certain amount of time, but the other side had an abundant amount of time. Crazy. So he's like, y'all need to pay attention to who you give your money to. Pay attention to what's going on. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Unfortunately. Or not pay attention, but go into don't always go to people you know. Go outsource people to work for you. because skin folk and always your kinfolk. I want to end this segment on bread. I love bread. I love eating grits, eggs, and bread. I love a sandwich. I love a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. What else can you do with bread? Make toast. I've started to... I have this butter dish with softened butter on a piece of like dry toast. So good. But I love the 1,800 grains, 1,300,000 seeds in the bread. There's this one bread company, I forget the name. Lord, I forget the name. But they're in like a green package. They have like 13 seeds or whatever. It's high number. They're like the only ones, to be honest. And it's so delicious, especially when like the seeds get toasted. And then you spread the butter on. So delicious. So the thing is, and I don't have any bread because I don't go through bread a whole lot like that. Oh, okay, wait. Let me first say this first. The thing is, the bread has an expiration date of like a week later. Like it'll be the 20th, and on the 26th, it'll have an expiration date. And then I'm looking at the bread like, is this a seed or is this mold? Is this a grain or is this mold? So I'm just like, I can't deal with this. So I don't have any bread. I kind of stopped buying the bread. But can we get better? And it's like every store I go into, they have the same exact expiration date. And it's like, can we get a better handle on this, Mr. Myers, or whatever your name is? Like, the bread is so good, but I can't be searching the bread a week later, seeing if it's molded or not. It's so annoying. All right. So it's Patti LaBelle's birthday this past Monday. And I want to have a celebration for her. We're going to talk about my favorite Patti songs and on and on and on. So I'll be right back. When we come back, we're going to talk about Patti, my queen LaBelle. Patti. Shout out to Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle, her birthday, her 77th birthday, was on Monday. And she had a little party. I think she had like a dinner party the day of, maybe. And then she had like the weekend, she had a like party outside. This picture's of her with the ice cream cone and the kids. So cute. We love Patti and her blonde wig. Her good blonde wig. This podcast is low-key a celebration of Patti all the time. I'm always doing, like, I've done a couple of reviews. I've done an amazing, which I was so blown away by the Winner in You information that I got. Like, I really didn't know that New Attitude and Stir It Up were a part of this new venture. Like, I got it, but I didn't really get it. And I meant to look at what peaked New Attitude. I could probably look it up now, but I don't feel like doing that. So, yeah. And then I did a Belle Homage. I think next week I'm going to do Chromatica. I was supposed to do Timeless Journey a couple of weeks ago. But June, we have it all laid out. We have Gems. We have, I think, Flame. Next week, I'm going to do a Chromatica review, the first anniversary. I can't believe it's been a year. It was like kind of shorter than that. But anyways, back to Patti. So like I said, this podcast originally was going to be like the Mariah report, the Patti LaBelle version of that. I love the Mariah report. The last couple of episodes have been really fun, really entertaining. But back to Patti, like I keep saying. So, I uploaded this video. It's on the YouTube channel of Clay Kane and another man talking about Patti LaBelle. They did a Janet Jackson one the week before. Uploaded that too. Great talks about Patti, her voice. I think they definitely got some of the album mix-ups or what song was on which album. But great information. It's nice to hear people talk about Patti. Like, I feel like nobody talks about Patti. Like, there's little to none compared to like Aretha and Diana. There's little to none concert footage to me. Like, there could be so much. I wish there was so much more because Patti is such a dynamic performer. And that's one thing about Patti LaBelle. She might not have had a whole lot of hits, but I think her stage presence and her stage shows from Broadway to, her regular concerts really built up a following and kept her busy and kept her on the road and kept her paid and loved. Like, she's giving so much on like her performances. People love that. Okay, so let's talk about my top. I didn't want to do top 10 because there's so many Patti songs I love. And it was kind of hard because sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't really like this song. Sometimes I don't. And sometimes vocally I love a song. Okay, do we want to go on right now? Let's go from 11. I did top 11 because I'm like, let's not do top 10. Let's give a little more. Top number 11, I have All Right Now, which is from the live 1991 album. She did this like a couple times live. Probably not even a couple. Probably more than a couple. Amazing live. I love the song. It's such a beautiful. She doesn't have a whole lot of towards this point of her career. She didn't have a whole lot of like dance songs. I love All Right Now. You Are My Friend Live from number 10 is You Are My Friend Live from 1991, the live 1991 album. That song really brought me closer to Jesus. She really speaks about like Jesus is not going to let you go. Jesus is here for you. He's protecting you. That song at like the early point of my life, like one of my early 20s, really like when I was kind of like afraid, I wasn't sure about Jesus and stuff like that. I was just like, okay, Jesus is here. Jesus is real. Jesus loves us. Amen. Number 9, Love, Need, and Want You. I love that song. She tears it up live every time. Especially now, like they kind of do a crescendo into like the music goes lower and then it rises up and she just like follows it with her voice. It's such an amazing thing. And when she came to Bossier City, and that's when I saw her a couple of years ago now. I think it was like 2018. She came here, and the one thing I remember from that concert was, of course, she had the beautiful blonde wig on, thank God. And then Patti had so much energy. I talked about this, I think, on my first podcast. Patti's energy was incredible. Patti was singing. She was dancing. She was just like having such fun. And you could see it. She was, what's his name? Oh, man. The myth, the legend. The man. She had the guy on her tour, the gospel guy. Oh, I'm forgetting his name. She was dancing around with him on stage. It was just like, whoa. She was like having fun with the shoes. This woman, I think I already told this, but this woman took her shoe. She like gave her Patti gave her shoe. And so at the end of the show, she's like, wait a minute. Where's that lady with my shoe at? It was so funny. Love, Need, and Want You. I love that one. Number 8, Angel Man. Also, the thing about Clay and the other guy, when they did their little live, I feel like they were talking about a bunch of the 80s stuff. I don't think they talk about 90s. And I'm more of like a 90s fan of Patti. 90s, 2000s. When a Woman Loves, Flame, Burning. I love those albums. So these songs are a little bit more up to date in a way. Angel Man. Angel Man is such a vocal beast, especially live on the Jay Leno show. It's off of her first Yeah, it's off of her first Christmas album. Angel, man, love that song. Number 7 feels like another one. It's jazz, it's R&B. We have some rap in it. She's killing it. Love that one. Number 6, Let Me Be There For You from the Flame album. Such a beautiful ballad, such a beautiful vocal. It's like a different type of vocal she gives. I love that one. Number 5, Where Love Begins. And also, I'm gonna even put oh wait, yeah. Excuse me. I'm gonna put at number 5. I'm gonna say Where Love Begins slash hold up. I was just listening to it. Some will call you Jesus. Some will call you Jehovah. Lord, to me, you're everything. With Winona Judd off of her. Oh, I'm out of breath. Winona Judd off of her. What's the name? Her gospel album. Lord, to me, you're everything. Come on, Derek. Come on. Where is it at? It's at the bottom. Because her gospel album just came out on streaming a couple of years ago. My Everything with Winona Judd. Such a beautiful vocal, such a beautiful song. You want a duet? That is a duet. You want a duet with Yolanda Adams? That is a duet. Where Love Begins. They go back and forth at it. It's such a great song. Please go listen to that. Patti's gospel album is really good. Number 4, I have New Attitude. New Attitude is such a classic. It brought her through doors. It opened doors up for her. She vocally opened up the door. She killed it. We love that one. Number 3, Love Ballad from the cover album. That would be like her second cover album. What is it called? Not Timeless Journey. What is that one called? Classic Moments. I'm trying to look, but I remember because they don't have the name on the hair like that. Classic Moments, Love Ballad. We have so much more. Oh, there's so much more to love. We gotta stay together, stay together. The ending, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. She just belts it out. Belts it out. Number 2, Right Kind of Lover. I said this before again. When I went to go see Patti, Right Kind of Lover was the song that got everybody up. And it wasn't New Attitude. It wasn't Feels Like Another One. I think she did Feels Like Another One. Yeah, she did Feels Like Another One. It wasn't You Are My Friend. Although on, what's that song called? Every Praise. Her little, after You Are My Friend, she does the, like gospel thing, gospel song. That got everybody up. And Right Kind of Lover got everybody up. And everybody was jamming. That is such a jam-tastic song. Ed Nesby, I believe Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. She didn't write that one. It's such a great song. And it shows Patti can sing. You know, Patti's a emotional singer, and she's a whatever I'm feeling type of note comes out now. Which Clay and them said, which they think why Dionne Warwick has such an issue, because Dionne Warwick was such a classical singer. You sing the melody, you sing it like this, and you sing it like that, and that's how she had her career. And here comes Patti, hurricane vocalist, soprano. But it shows, Right Kind of Lover shows she can, sing a melody and stay to it, and it sounds great. Number 1 is such an all-time classic. Also, I think I would put number 2, number 1, and then 1.5. Number 1 would be I Hear Your Voice from Prince. Prince wrote the song. I think Bud kind of arranged it a little bit. I think he has a producer credit. Bud Ellison, her former music producer and band music director. I Hear Your Voice, such an amazing song. Such a... Child, let me not get into burning. I've said this before, but Burn It is such a moment for Patti LaBelle vocally. It soars. Her voice is such an sporadic moment, an electrifying she had control. Not that she didn't, but it's just like she had control over this powerful instrument. And as time went on, everybody else's voice got weaker. Everybody else's voice after a certain age gets shaky. But I think she was like 47 at that time. To make Burnin', her voice was so strong, so powerful. And I hear your voice, that ending note. She really goes in for it. Such great, funky lyrics. Her and Prince always made great music. And then the song, the number 1.5, I would say would be Burnin'. I forget the rest of the name of the song. Something About My Love for You. Burnin', such a Patti LaBelle ballad. I can't believe I didn't write that one down. Y'all have to go listen to Burnin'. That is such a soprano Patti classic ballad. You know, we know Patti loves the ballads. Okay, so my last little set I want to talk about Patti is top 10 covers. Now, we know Patti always does a cover. She did 2 cover albums, I think about on practically almost every album. After a certain point, it was a cover on it. Oh, not even 2 covers. The jazz album is a cover album, so that's like 3 cover albums. Number 1, I'm going to start off with You Are So Beautiful, You've Got a Friend in Me. She sang that for Elizabeth Taylor. Such a beautiful moment. Patti looked great. She had the little cape, her beautiful like necklace that she always wears. She really sang her heart out for Elizabeth. That was such a moment when I was first studying Patti or listening to a lot of her music. That was such, Patti's live is crazy. Number 2, I Can't Make You Love Me from the Classic Moments album. Live, child, go look at some of the live versions. Patti, you know, she'll step away from that mic and give it to you. Ain't No Way, number 3. Ain't No Way. So many times she sang this song. So many times she's killed this song. From 91 to later in the 90s to on the, she did the duet with Mary J on the Classic Moments. Ain't No Way, such a classic. And I think I've said this before, but I think Aretha was kind of mad that Patti could do it. No, it's a little joke, but I'm like, I think Aretha's mad Patti can do the background and the lead on Ain't No Way, if you know what I mean. Somewhere Over the Rainbow live 1991. Like I was saying, that Burnin' era, Somewhere Over the Rainbow is such an electrifying vocal she gives. And then she does It's Not Easy. She does like a little rainbow interludes before. Number 5, The Bells from... Also, I had previously listened to this week. Again, I don't really listen to a lot of my videos that I upload, but I uploaded this video of Patti singing the Bells from the 80s with the Sweeties, and another crazy, amazing vocal. I didn't know Marvin Gaye wrote that song, but also she does it on her live 1998 album, I think it is. Number 6. Here we go with a little bit more modern. 7. Number 6. Tennessee Whiskey. I love hearing Patti sing Tennessee Whiskey. There's this one where I think she's in Georgia. It's like the Atlanta Symphony or some kind of symphony. She has this like light blue dress on, sparkly, this platinum blonde wig on, and it was, I think it was like the moment, the first note, I knew she was going to kill that song. That's my favorite performance from her. That first note, I knew it. I was like, uh-oh, we're in for a treat. Tennessee Whiskey, a country song. Number 7, The Diva Melody from her first live video. Oh, no, her second live video. Excuse me. When she did Rush Rush, all these songs a couple of songs she didn't, a couple of songs she's passed on, and then a couple of, she did I'll Never Love Like This, I'll Never Love Again from Dion, Ain't No Way she did, Rush Rush. Number 8, the Diana Ross melody she did for Diana as a tribute, where she did Ain't No Way. I mean, Ain't No Mountain High Enough, It's My Turn. And Clay and them, they were like, Diana was kind of okay. Well, they went back and said Diana seemed like she didn't like it. And again, Diana, I guess she's like a melody singer. Diana is a condensed vocalist. I'm going to say that. Compared to other singers, definitely. And Diana seemed like she didn't really enjoy that. But I'm like, girl, get off the floor. Because the whole arena or the whole place was standing on their feet. Even her kids. Somebody made a comment and were like, even her kids are standing up clapping, and Diana is just sitting there clapping. I don't know what it is with them, but whatever. Number 9. I mean, other people in Patti, but number 9, Seek Ye First, where she did Felicia Rashad, where she did a tribute for Felicia Rashad. I think it was the BET Honors. Seek Ye First. I think it was like one of her first performances in a while, and she hit that octave, and it was like, I think it was like 2013, and her voice has started to be a little shaky. And Seek Ye First, she hit that octave, and we're just like, Patti, child. And they finally uploaded a actual clear version of it. Number 10, The Lord's Prayer. I was like, what are my favorite covers from Patti? Because, she has 3 albums of covers, 2 albums of official covers. In her concert, she's always covering. What are my favorites? And I think this really sums up a good list of them. And I tried to pick songs I've never thought about before. The Lord's Prayer. Y'all gotta go find it. Go to YouTube, find Patti LaBelle singing The Lord's Prayer. That's all I have to say. She really elevates that song like nobody else has. And you really have to you feel something each and every time. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. She really sings that song so well. And it's this one video. I think she almost hit a whistle note, but she stopped herself. She almost hit that whistle note because, she elevates the song. She'll climb up the vocal ladder. And then it was like she almost went there, but she had to stop herself because I think she already was tired vocally. And there's plenty of The Lord's Prayer of Patti online singing. So shout out to Patti LaBelle. Thank you so much for being a vocal, excuse me, a vocal beast, a vocal legend, an entrepreneur, an entreprenegro. Thank you so much for giving us such great music, giving your talent. Thank God for preserving your talent. Thank you for being a activist, a giver. The Patti pies are delicious. Every now and then, not every now and then, a lot, I think about getting that apple peach cobbler, but I'm like, my skin is going to be messed up, so I can't do that. There's nothing else to say. Thanks for giving us the looks, too. Even now, still giving us looks. The nails, the makeup, the hair. Thank you for being authentically you and always being authentically you. Clay and them, they were talking about when Gerald Levert died, she still was the guy. Let me look up his name. So I can stop being rude. He's a journalist, and he was scheduled an interview for her, and she did the interview. Patrick Riley. She did the interview, and he was like, she did the interview, but then a local radio station wanted her to come in and talk about Gerald Levert, her friend. And that's one thing always, Patti's going to talk so positively about her friends and her loved ones, and she's gonna give you your credit. She always gives her band their credit or whatever musician she's working with, and we thank Patti. So on that note, I'm gonna end the podcast. And if you want to follow me on IG, which is My Love My Need Tonight, my Instagram. My Love My Need Tonight. I'm on Anchor. You can also listen to this on Spotify if you're not listening to it on Spotify. Thank you for listening, and I'll be back next week. Have a great week. Have a great week.